How about a quick and dirty update video for you guys? I will be streaming tomorrow on Twitch, link down below as always, where I'm going to be looking into all of this a lot more. But today I wanted to at least read the update that happened this morning and share with you guys what's going on, because it's going to be pretty cool. The highlights are, we got new voice lines and new attacks from the Mist Titan. We have not one, but two new heroes that are viewable in the springtime section, the Horde heroes. First, we've got Flutter, where Plasma Pulse eliminations summon a Wisp, up to 8 of them, that orbit around you for 15 seconds, and they'll deal a bunch of damage on hit. So you just get orbiting helpful projectiles that do things for you. I mean, that's pretty cool. That sounds awesome. And whew, they are still going with Going Constructor. They updated this a couple of years ago. They tried to make it better. They did, technically, but I can imagine people still barely use it because it was like they gave it more armor and you can hit harder, but you're still so slow. You're still so slow. And apparently that was supposed to be a part of his perk right here. And I'm jumping ahead a little bit because I'm excited, but they did make it so that the, let me see, movement speed bonus for Going Constructor is just up. Archer mentioned that was going to be a part of this hero, but I guess the devs decided, why don't we just make all Going Constructor instances better? And then the damage reduction effect now persists for a brief moment after lowering your shield. So now you don't need to have your shield open or up to protect yourself as thoroughly. But look at this. While in Going Constructor, each hammer's strike, not kill, each strike chains lightning, dealing 120 base nature damage. I know that I've done very little base damage numbers on this channel, and honestly, it is ridiculously difficult with the formulas that they use in this game to determine what base damage is. Suffice it to say, the higher the better. And 120 base damage is very strong. So you guys know I talk about it all the time. My favorite hero, this does not mean he's the best, it's just a personal pick. My favorite hero in the entire game right now is Cloak Shadow, and he's hiding from me. Oh, is he actually a holiday hero? Yeah, that always confuses me. So I don't have him in the book, awkwardly enough. But the Shadow Stance that has made this hero my favorite in the game does 51 base damage per second. Please don't tell Epic. I know you're watching. Don't fix this. He's my favorite. Leave him alone. It's actually twice a second, but just leave it alone, Epic. Okay, let me have my nice thing. So that's basically 100 base damage per second. So to do that in one big strike, let me show the other menu here. That is really, really nice. That is really cool. Yeah, I've kind of kept that a secret. I hope Epic doesn't fix my favorite hero. He's fine. He's not even overpowered, okay? Anyway, so that's just the important stuff for the main game. If you are a console player, they did rebind a bunch of keys to make the consistency between experiences more prevalent. Those of you who play the game regularly probably are here. You know, I am on 1440p. Does zooming in even help? Sure. The link will be down below if you guys want to read on your own device, of course, but I won't go through all of this because I don't know what they were before, but controller players, console players, you know what's going on. So to actually sort of read through this, now that we've gone through the highlights, you know, we've got Capibo's flavor. Hiya, Commanders. Update brings jam loops into the mix. Hunt the Titan and Going Constructor seeing some changes. Squashed a bunch of bugs. In fact, many more that weren't even noted here are being cited by AS407. He plans to have a bigger write-up as he tends to do in tomorrow's daily video. I'm going to be late for today's daily, but Archer will be filling in. He'll be covering a lot of this once again, but I wanted to give this its own video and working on some other issues that have cropped up. Yep, and here we go. So, Hunt the Titan mission revamp. In fact, let me just use the size of the screen instead of just apologizing for the small text. That is Archer's Twitter. Yeah. So why don't we just show this while we read? This is from user Apprehensive Bug. I hope you are okay with me showing your footage. Again, I would have hopped in game to do this myself, but I wasn't planning on recording today. I didn't have a lot of free time, and it's really 30 seconds of changes. I'm going to lower the volume so you're not probably going to be able to hear the actual voice lines very clearly, but this is what's going on with the Hunt the Titan quest. I'll be reading over here. So this Titanic baddie has stepped up its game, coming armed to the fight with a new crystal slam attack and 2 different modifiers in the final phase to shake things up. So now the shield modifier, one of the 2, blocks projectiles that can be penetrated if you get close enough. So you need to be in close range, which is kind of cool. You can't just sit back safely. You need to get in the fight. And the shield will drop when it attacks, so keep an eye out for your opportunity to strike from afar. So now you'll be, you know, floating behind, waiting for him to attack, coming in close, doing damage. It's pretty cool. Then there will also be the Acid Pools modifier, and that will just make it harder to be closer to him. So yeah, that should just make the fight a lot more exciting. I did already see some complaints on Reddit, but I don't know why I even said that. That's like saying there are leaves on the trees. Anyway, on top of that, the number of tracks you have to track has been altered, so that might make sense depending on what's going on. I think making the fight harder and more rewarding is just great. The rewarding part is important, and Archer did mention, I don't believe it's stated here, that there will be better rewards for Horde, not superchargers. That was a mistake that he made on his own, but it will be giving us at least vouchers or core reperks, so that's pretty cool. That'll be covered more with the new season on April 2nd. 2nd. If you guys don't already have the timeline bookmarked, it's linked in the description of every single Fortnite video I post. April 2nd will be the start of next season. That'll be the end of this venture season, start of the next, and Survive the Horde should have been updated. As far as I'm aware, it has been updated. So that'll be pretty cool. I'll cover that more thoroughly when it comes out, but the rewards should have been improved, which was drastically needed. I am a fanboy of Horde, but I saw the view count on those videos. You guys do not care, and I don't blame you. I guess I can rant a little bit about Horde. This is the time and place. So I like Horde. I think it's a great challenge, but they split progression into five segments. You had to beat challenge 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you could challenge it at the hardest difficulty. Okay, I'm not the angriest about an excuse to grind a game we all enjoy, but once you complete level 1, you've gotten all those special rewards. Everything after that is just gold and XP and whatever. As a gamer, as a YouTuber, I want to get right to the hardest difficulty. Let's go. Let's get it done. That sounds awesome. And that is not how it works. So if they either did away with the forced grind of, I mean, honestly, Horde is at least an hour if you're not super speedrunning. So we're talking about 5 hours of grinding for, on my end, videos that you guys weren't that interested in. And I don't blame you, because the rewards weren't really there. And that's not cool. I want to be able to challenge it at the hardest difficulty like Frost Night. I jump in, I get a cool run, we record a video, we all have fun. Like, it's good. And I like that. So hopefully the rewards being improved will make us want to play it more, because that'd be awesome. I mean, I wouldn't mind running it 5 times if I was getting something unique after the first run, but the first run is already your big boost of rewards, and then it's over. So, all right, more news. You get your jam on, jam tracks and save the world. I don't think there's much to cover here. Are jam loops different than jam tracks? Somebody can correct me on the terminology, but they are at least working towards putting music in Fortnite. Let me move this off to the side if you guys want to read down below. And we already covered Going Constructor. This should be cool, because I don't want to not use Going Constructor. It's just bad. In fact, Chain Lightning is one of my favorite aspects in the game. Long ago, when the boom bow came to the game, I said if they add a bow that has Chain Lightning, it'll be my favorite bow. And then they did that, and it is. So I think Chain Lightning giving you nice area of effect damage is going to be super cool. And the increased movement speed might make it viable. An offensive Chain Lightning Going Constructor loadout sounds awesome, and I hope it's cool. By the way, isn't next season is a nature season? That's a bit awkward because it means we'll be only able to enjoy 2/3 of the damage output versus the elemental targets, but I'll take it. I'll take it. And then there are some bug fixes. So the hover turret cooldown, that fix should have happened in the next update, but they pushed it out a bit quicker. So hover turret, adrenaline rush, and I think a couple others should be displaying their cooldown correctly now. It's not a complete fix as far as I'm understanding this, but they're working on it, so it's nice. And they also fixed an issue causing heavy attacks to sometimes deal no damage. That is incredible. How many people, hands up in the comments, how many people stopped using the Spectral Blade outright because the lunge attack just doesn't work? I mean, the versatility of allowing you to lunge yourself forward and do damage at the same time made that melee weapon so good. You could close the gap so fast. And even the Ravager, it didn't work, and that just sucked. Even the Ravager heavy attack, the big wave of damage that I stopped attacking the mini boss to throw, sometimes did nothing, which is actually a lot less than 3.5 million. So it was a disappointing bug, and it went on for way too long. I understand that the devs have their criteria of what's considered important and what they need to work on, but this was broken for over a year. I'm happy this is hopefully functioning right. Again, I haven't had a chance to hop in game, but, you know, comments down below what you guys have been experiencing. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Big Save the World stream. I'll get all of this figured out on my end. Resolve the issue where the global daily bonus goal completion wouldn't count towards the, I don't even know what that means. I don't. But I hope that's fixed now. Schematic Heroes Fighter. Yeah, so this was a bug too where tier 5 wasn't showing properly. A lot of them were appearing as 4 stars for some reason, but that's fixed. Sometimes Mista Titan would be stuck in caves. Yeah, and unable to get out. I'm sure noobs were enjoying that bug. Increase the number of searchable objects in Frozen Fjords and Autumn Foothills. Pretty cool. As anybody who likes to run coconuts knew that was hard to find in Frozen Fjords, and there were even some quests that had you searching objects that you just couldn't. So yeah, the Loot Llama preview now accurately reflects the rewards based on the llamas selected in the llamas tab. Pretty cool. And a PS4 bug where the chat keyboard would unexpectedly appear during the loading screen is now fixed. So yeah, as I said, there is more that AS407, a prominent bug hunter, is uncovering. There will be more in probably tonight's daily with Archer and later. I was going to show the heroes here. He's been posting a lot. If you guys want lots and lots and lots of info and cat and cat gifs. Archer is a great follow. I don't shout his Twitter out much because most of his information is him sending it to me on Discord and then me parroting that in a video, and we all work together there. But that is going to be linked down below if you guys want to check them out. So that should be everything initially, and then more will come as we find out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Cappy Bro, for the update, and I'll see you guys later. I just, I wanted to put this in its own video because I had this annoying gap in my day where I was too busy to like fire up a stream and look into this now, but I had an hour, and it felt really bad to let Archer cover this in the daily video when I totally could have done it myself. So I'm here. Sorry for the no gameplay and all that, but I figured hearing it from me would be a bit better than having a guest fill in, because I haven't been posting much recently. I feel very guilty about that. I've needed it for mental health reasons, but I had an hour. So hi and goodbye. Subscribe, like the video, Archer link down below, and the home base reports down below if you guys want to read it more.